this is Larry Wright, and welcome to the next edition of iBuyerBeware.com. Today we're on location at 6791 Gower Road at the home of Julie Wright. We're here for two reasons. Number one, Julie is selling her house. We want everybody to take a look at it, and we'll give her a look around. The other reason is she's had an interesting experience with some iBuyers out there that we've been talking about. So I want everybody to understand firsthand what Julie has gone through the last few months. So in a few minutes, we'll bring Julie out and we'll have an interesting conversation. So hi, Julie, and welcome to iBuyerBeware.com.
Good morning, Larry. Welcome to my home at 6791 Gower Road. I've been here 14 years, and that just doesn't hardly seem possible.
Well, thank you for holding the rain off today. It's a beautiful day out here in the country. You would never know you were, just miles away from downtown.
That's right. It's about 8 miles. You can hop on I-40 in 2 different places from here. It's super convenient, and yet my neighbors have horses and cows, and it just couldn't be better combination of living in the city and the country.
And it's quiet.
It's very quiet out here.
And you're not right next to a church.
Well, it's a small church. They're great neighbors. They just come around on Sundays for the most part, or for a wedding. It's a small congregation, but they are very good neighbors.
From a safety standpoint, that's pretty good to me.
It is. It's been great.
So tell us your story. How long have you been in the house?
I moved here in July of 2005. I had lost my husband in August of 2003, and we had a big ranch house over in Westmead, like 3,500 square feet, and a swimming pool, and a guest house, and all that. And I stayed for a couple of years, but I just couldn't handle that on my own.
Too much space.
It was way too much, and it didn't make sense. It was just too much money, and we didn't have children, and I didn't have family interested in being part of it. So I made the decision to sell that and downsize, and I started looking out the old Charlotte corridor because I have dogs. At the time I had 8 dogs, and my professional hobby is a dog breeder, and I show them. So I needed a place where it would be acceptable to have dogs, and that you don't find that everywhere. And you also don't have traffic like that here often.
You do have a little over 2 acres here?
Actually, it's closer to 4.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, it's 3.78 technically.
Okay.
It's almost 400 by 400 with a little niche taken out. And at one time, all of this was one family's parcel, and it's been divided over the years.
So just so everyone know, we are literally a few hundred yards from the river, and less than a mile from Charlotte Pike and I-40?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So a very good location, actually.
Absolutely. You can be to Nashville West shopping in 3 minutes, and you can be to Bellevue, either regular Bellevue or New Bellevue, as I call it, where the Bellevue Center is, in a couple minutes too.
So we're going to take some shots of your house here in a little bit, but tell us, 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a full basement, or am I close?
It is. It's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, full basement. The unusual thing about this house was the couple that built it. She was quite a collector, and so she made the hallway unusually wide. It's almost 8 feet wide. And she had curio cabinets and big antique pieces lined up in the hallway.
On both sides of the wall.
On both sides. Yeah. And as luck would have it, I had some antique pieces at one time in there as well. Unfortunately, now the house is empty. I've got everything.
Other than that beautiful armoire in there in the hallway.
There's one still left.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but I'm packed and ready to go. But the house was built by this couple for themselves. And it is a 3-2, just like you would think of in most cases. And then they had the afterthought to add a garage and a hobby room after they moved in, shortly after they moved in. So it's not under the basement is not under that end of the house. But they added a single bay garage so you can come right into the kitchen with your groceries. It's double deep because this little ranch house is deep, twice as deep as most, because of the wide hallway. So you can get 2 cars in end to end if you would ever choose to do that, or you could build another room out easily, because I brought the HVAC all the way out to that garage.
Okay.
So it gets a ton of air, but it's on a damper. You can use it or not at your discretion, and that you can control that, because there's been times that I needed to put my dogs out there, so they needed the heat and air. There's also a single bay garage in the basement. Same thing. You could get 2 cars in end to end. Both have electric openers on them. There's also what I call an old-fashioned slop sink down in the basement. It's a lot of people are looking for them now to put in their farm-style new kitchens. But the basement's very functional. It's 1,800 square feet, so it's almost another house down there. And it could easily be finished. I had no reason to do that.
Okay.
So,
Tell us a little bit about your background to add some credence to what we're doing here today. You do have a background in real estate.
I do a brief career in real estate. My first career ever was in interior design.
Okay.
And all the time I was in interior design, everybody said, you'd be a great real estate agent. Well, that's many moons ago, and a lot of things came and went in between. I owned my own retail shop and did a lot of things, and then after I lost my husband, I had to kind of reinvent myself. So I tried working a few different kind of admin jobs because I felt like I was more in a supportive role at my attained age. But then everybody kept saying, you need to be in real estate. So I got my license, and I worked with it a little bit.
Was this recently?
It's been in the last few years.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not as easy as everybody might think.
It's incredibly difficult. There are a few thousand agents out there right now, and everybody thinks it's easy, but it's not.
It's not. Even though we have what's considered a very hot market, there's a lot of people vying for the same sales. And I had been in sales previously, so I understood that aspect of it, but I didn't do enough maybe of my own due diligence to realize that there might not have been enough to go around for me. So I decided to go ahead and retire because I'm able to, which I'm very fortunate. And after visiting some friends in Florida, I came across a retirement community that I really like, and I never thought as a native Nashvilleian I would ever say I'm retiring and moving to Florida.
Well, now's about the time to leave, right before winter comes, I think.
Exactly.
So hopefully we can help you out there.
That would be
just to
terrific.
let everybody know, we'll put some information about Julie's house on the line with some pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to put some comparative analysis to let you know what she wants for the house. If anybody wants to look at it, they can contact Julie directly, contact me. I'll put you in touch with her. But I think it's a beautiful house out in the country that's giving you something not many homes give you this close to Nashville. A peaceful, quiet serenity out here so close to the river.